Hey guys, I'm going to show you real quick what I did to reinforce my Razor frames. We are going to do it on the RSF and the MX 500 or 650 models. I'm not sure, the SX is a little different, so hopefully it does better and you don't need to do this, but I have bent both of these frames in the past, so I just want to make sure that I kind of reinforce it. I am around 200 pounds and I do like to dance on the seat a little bit sometimes, so I mean, what can we expect? But let's go ahead and jump into it. So I did crack it. You can see right there it's starting to crack the paint and bend it. So I mean, it makes sense. We have the Suron seat adapter kit on here, so I mean, a lot of my weight's all the way back here. Is what we are going to do is we are going to add some rods into the frame. This is kind of a more difficult job, I would say, for as far as advanced level skills go and what tools you need. You can see, I mean, just absolute destruction on the end here from mashing it. Yeah, takes some work. I have been pounding for an hour. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna chop this back here, and then we'll go ahead and kind of pound the rods in there, hopefully getting them up into here to hopefully gain some strength in coming out the rear there. I will recommend always eye protection, coming from a guy who spent many trips to the eye doctor to get metal pulled out of his eye from not having safety glasses or sunglasses. So always take care of yourself. You only get one set of eyes, and that's it. All right, there we have it. All right, so we can see here we chopped off this rear piece also, and then I just basically drove these in. Now, I do want to mention there is weld burrs on the inside sometimes that you can get hung up on in all their weld spots. So you'll feel them sometimes. I was able to get basically all the way down to here with this frame. So we just pounded in and then measured to cut off to put our tail on. We'll get welded up. Yeah. All right, so when I measure this in, we get anywhere from around 15.4 to 16, which is right around what this 5/8 measures, and worked out perfect. So this is what I did. And again, that is 5/8 weldable steel. All right, so we did just run to our local Tractor Supply, Home Depot, Ace, Menards. A lot of these places might have it. We looked at full thick steel, and we did get 5/8, which does get really close to exactly what we want to pound in here for both of these frames. Now we do want to make sure that we get it in far in there to where we want to pound to, and then get a mark on there so we know at least that we made it far in and we don't wonder how far we've pounded it. So don't forget to do that before you start pounding this in. All right, so I'm going to slip that right into there. It's actually a pretty nice fit, and I instantly forgot to mark it, guys. All right, that's where we want to get to. All right, since mine is slightly bent already, I am going to try to straighten it out. Alright guys, so we are almost to that line. We have our 16 inches in there. I did notice that it's like kind of stressing the metal a little down here, which makes me nervous. So I'll also let you know how that holds up, I guess. We're obviously going to line this back up and see how far it's straight to where we can cut that off, and we'll mark it and cut that off. Okay, so I did kind of round this over. It's not focusing, but we just kind of did a little, so hopefully maybe it goes in a little easier. Okay, and just like that, we got our second one pounded in here. So we'll do the same thing. We'll go ahead and kind of line this up and mark it so that we think it can pound back in. I tried to do it right before the bend starts. If I didn't mention before, I have ear protection in as well. Always protect yourself and make sure you're taking care of those valuable items on yourself. All right, we're getting the big guns out. All right, tape off that was holding that box on there. and we screwed all that back in. So we can see we just pounded it back together, and really this thing's not going anywhere, but we will do some little welds around that eventually for sure. So there you have it. I hope that helped you guys, and hopefully that can help strengthen your frames up.